Welcome back to another rebuild I have for you guys here on Madden 19. Today it is going to be the Los Angeles Chargers, and this team is very good. They normally play out of their mind in simulation, so I hope it happens again here. I think I'm going to keep Phillip Rivers for at least this season. I know he's 36 years old, but he usually plays really well. If he goes down too much in overall or just has a bad season, then maybe I can draft his replacement. Melvin Gordon is going to be the starting running back. I think he's making his way into the top 5 conversation for running backs because he has been insanely good these past couple of years. Austin Eckler is a good backup for sure. He gets a lot of touches as well, though. Keenan Allen, Tyrell Williams, Travis Benjamin, and Mike Williams. Pretty good wide receiver core. I want to trade Travis Benjamin, though. Keenan Allen is insanely good as well. This offensive line, the overalls aren't too great, and there's some age here, like Russell Okung, Mike Pouncey. He's 29 years old. How old's Okung? I think he's in his 30s, right? He's actually exactly 30. I'll probably trade both of those guys. Joe Barksdale is definitely going to be on the move out. Hunter Henry, of course, is not injured in this universe, so he's going to be the starting tight end with star development. That is phenomenal. On the defensive side then, Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram, really good defensive ends. The cornerbacks are really good in this team too. Casey Hayward, Jason Verrett, Desmond King, and Trevor Williams. I think what I might do is move one of those guys up to safety because I want to trade Jaleel Addae, and I don't really want to trade one of these guys. Desmond King has pretty good zone coverage, right? He could be the move. 88 zone coverage, but he also has 85 man coverage. What is Trevor Williams rocking with? 81 zone, 83 man. Desmond King goes up to an 87 at free safety. I think I might do that and then move Derwin James to strong safety. That's actually not a bad look at all. And then keep those 3 corners down there. Linebacker core, probably the weakest part of the defense, but it's still not that bad. Denzel Perriman, Jatavis Brown, and Nwosu. I think that's how you would pronounce that. Uchenna Nwosu. And Chinya. I don't know how to pronounce that. He's not too bad. I'll probably keep him as a starter for this first season just because he's a rookie. Why not, right? So I'll get into a couple trades here. I think the Bills have turned into the Jets for me because they are so easy to trade with and they are normally really bad. So Joe Barksdale and Virgil Green will get me their 1st and 5th round draft picks. Travis Benjamin, Kyle Emanuel, and a future 4th round draft pick are traveling to the Colts in exchange for Ryan Kelly. Mike Pouncey, Jaleel Addae, and a 4th round draft pick will get me Sheldon Rankins. Schofield, Jackson, and Geno Smith are going to the Redskins for their 1st round draft pick, but I think I'm going to use this with another trade. At least hopefully. We got the trade to go through. It looks weird, but that is the 1st round draft pick we just got at the top there. So I'm giving the Seahawks that pick, Corey Liuget, and Russell Okung for Bobby Wagner. Brandon Mebane and Newsome will get me Austin Blythe. So I like Denzel Perriman. I think he's a pretty good player, but he's not really needed on this team anymore. I'm giving the Cardinals him and Adrian Phillips for their 1st round draft pick. I'm not sure what his first name is, but something Square, Jalen Watkins, and a 3rd rounder next year will get me one of the Packers' 1st round draft picks and Corey Linsley. Here's a look at the finalized team after all of those trades. I think this team got better, overall-wise it did, but I think we also just added some really nice pieces onto the team. Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon, Keenan Allen are all still the same. Tyrell Williams, Mike Williams, are also the same. Hunter Henry is still here too. The offensive line, I think, got better. I had to move some pieces around in order to get this to work because I kind of just traded for some centers and some guards and stuff, so I didn't trade for any tackles. Ryan Kelly is starting at left tackle. I usually like to have one of my better offensive linemen play left tackle. Also, I was looking at the speeds of some of these guys. I was going to put Austin Blythe over here, but he's really slow. Ryan Kelly actually has like 71 speed or something. Forrest Lamp also has like 71 speed, so I moved him to tackle. Corey Linsley's playing guard. Dan Feeney's playing center. I guess I should probably put Dan Feeney back to guard and Corey Linsley to center. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that before I sim. I just switched so much stuff around I kind of forgot because Dan Feeney's normally a guard. There's no reason for him to be playing center when I have a center here in Corey Linsley. So I'll do that, before I sim. On the defensive side, though, Desmond King is playing free safety. I think he can get the job done up there for sure. Derwin James slid over to strong safety. Doesn't fit the scheme anymore. Actually, he's the same overall at run support, which is the scheme fit. I think he's fine at strong safety. He has good hit power, good coverage still, good speed and everything. Perfectly fine for me. The cornerbacks are looking nice still. Defensive line got a little worse because we lost some defensive tackles, but Darius Philon isn't too bad. Or is it Philon? I think I would pronounce that Philon. I don't know. Some guys can correct me in the comment section if you know how to pronounce that. Anyway, though, the linebackers are better now because Bobby Wagner is here. And Jatavis Brown, left outside linebacker. and Wosu, right outside linebacker. I'm fine with the defense. I think this team can play really well and make it to the playoffs. At the mid-season mark, we are 2-5? Huh. I'm pretty sure if I just used the regular Chargers in sim to this point, they'd be like, 7-0. I don't know how we're 2-5. The division's playing really badly, though. So it's kind of wide open right now. 3-4 for the Raiders, 3-5 for the Chiefs, 2-6 for the Broncos. All right, so Keenan Allen has 1 experience point. That is it for the offense. On the defense, we have 4 for Derwin James, 1 for a couple other guys. Trevor Williams also has 1. So let's bring back Jason Verrett. Hopefully we're able to do this. I hope he doesn't regress too much. He's 27 years old. He should start regressing like after next season, but I still think he'll be good enough to stay on the team. So he's coming back to the team. Tyrell Williams, let's try to get him back. This is going to be like one of the only times in in simulation that Trevor Williams does not go to free agency. I'm not going to let him. I'm going to resign him back to the team. All right, he's coming back to the team. Antonio Gates. I love Antonio Gates. He's a great player. He's been phenomenal for the Chargers his entire career, but he's probably going to retire after this season, so I'm not going to renegotiate him or bring him back. I'm not going to bring back Donnie Jones. I will bring back Darius Philon, though, because he's currently starting. I want to draft a different defensive tackle, but might as well at least get someone who could start. And then Michael Badgley. Let's bring him back to like a 3-year deal. 30 mil? Yeah, no, let's not do that. Alright, he's coming back to the team. We actually ended up making the playoffs. We went 9-7. The Bengals went 10-6. We won the division. The Chiefs were 7-9. The Raiders 5-11. And the Broncos 4-12. So we played pretty well at the second half of the season. I think we went 7-2. Because we started off 2-5, right? So I'm pretty sure we went 7-2. 2-2 in the preseason. Beat the Chiefs to start out the season. Lost 3 in a row, though. Beat the Raiders. Lost 2. Won 4 in a row. Lost to the Steelers. Beat the Bengals. Lost to the Chiefs. And then won the last 2. So pretty good end of the season. At least we, finished strongly. Jared Goff wins MVP. That's pretty cool. He should have a lot of experience points then. Phillip Rivers, though, over 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Can't complain at all about that. That is a great season. Melvin Gordon, good season here for him. 1,259 yards, 7 touchdowns. Austin Eckler gets 6 as a backup. Keenan Allen has a great season, over 1,100 yards with 10 touchdowns. Mike Williams, though, 13 touchdowns, 1,069 yards. Tyrell Williams gets 6 touchdowns. Hunter Henry gets 5. Sack numbers, not bad, especially since Ryan Kelly isn't actually a left tackle. That's pretty good. On the defensive side, 120 tackles for Bobby Wagner, 3 interceptions, nice to see. 108 for Jatavis Brown. We have 11 tackles for loss for Joey Bosa. He leads the team. 8 sacks from Sheldon Rankins. That's cool that he actually got the most. Joey Bosa got 7. Melvin Ingram only got 3.5. Interception numbers, 5 from Casey Hayward Jr., 3 from Bobby Wagner, 2 from Jatavis Brown and Jason Verrett, 1 from Nwosu, Trevor Williams, Derwin James, Desmond King, and Michael Davis. All right. Any defensive touchdowns? We have 1 from Jason Verrett. Any safeties? We do not have any blocked kicks. We have 1 from Desmond King. We were 6th in the NFL in offense. I feel like defense has to be pretty bad then. 25th, yeah, I was kind of right. MVP, Jared Goff. Anybody from the Chargers? Phillip Rivers makes it number 6. Nice to see. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Marcus Mariota. Phillip Rivers, though, makes it number 3. Nobody else from our team. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Joe Hayden. Morgan Burnett is in 2nd. What kind of list? Okay, Bobby Wagner comes in 4th. I'm really curious to see what they did. I will definitely have to look at the Steelers. Joe Hayden, 88 overall, maybe having a career revival a little bit there. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Baker Mayfield. Nobody from our team, but look how many Broncos players are in here. Philip Lindsay, just Deshaun Hamilton, Royce Freeman, Cortland Sutton. They had a really good draft this past year. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Minkah Fitzpatrick. Derwin James, though, comes in 3rd. Not too worried about that. I'm sure he still has a ton of experience points. Let me just check out the Steelers secondary really quickly, because I'm really curious as to how well they played. Let's go to the Steelers. Joe Hayden had to have led the league in interceptions or something. He has 6 interceptions. I see it down there. Morgan Burnett has 3. How did he get 2nd? I mean, that's a good season. Don't get me wrong. That's a really good season. But really? No one else did that well? There wasn't anyone who broke 20 sacks or something? I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. Anyway, though, our team, 1 experience point for a bunch of guys, 2 from Keenan Allen. Derwin James has 7. Pretty sure that's exactly how many he got in my All-Florida State simulation. 2 for a couple other guys. Trevor Williams has 2. This defense is going to be really nice next year. The team is now an 86 overall with a 93 defense and an 87 offense. Looking really nice. A couple guys there confident on the offensive side. Of course, Derwin James went up the most. He's now a 92 overall. Desmond King is an 89. Cornerbacks are looking nice. The secondary is insane. Defensive line is still very good, and the linebackers are still pretty nice. We have to take on the Bengals, though, who actually went 10-6. That's rather surprising. They are an 81 overall, though. We have the overall advantage by 5 points. Let's see if we can take them down. Normally, the Chargers are really difficult to beat in simulation, and they're going to continue to be difficult to beat. We have to take on the Texans now. Let's see what those overall points are all about. The Texans are a 82. Okay, so they are normally really hard to beat, too. So these are like two of the best AFC teams in simulation going at it. Let's advance to the conference championship. Are we in it? I feel like we're taking on the Steelers if we are. We are not in it. We lost by 1 point. What a game. Let's see. I'll actually go through the stats of this one, I think, because I'm pretty curious. So we beat the Bengals by 2 only. That was a close game. Then 35-34. 505 yards of offense. They only had 21 rushing yards. The Texans did. Wow. All right, anyway. Deshaun Watson, 484 yards, 5 touchdowns. Phillip Rivers, 361 yards, 3 touchdowns. Okay, that is a ton of offensive yardage. What is that, like 845 offensive yards? Something like that, right? I could have missed a number somewhere, but that's pretty insane. Melvin Gordon, pretty decent day. Not great in the yards per carry department, but 1 touchdown. Keenan Allen, 11 for 130. Ryan Griffin, okay, he had like the game of his career here. Will Fuller did too. Wow, all right. Well, that's a really good game by all of those guys there. Let me see who they're taking on, though, because I'm actually kind of curious. Because I want to see if it is going to be the Steelers. It is going to be the Steelers. I guessed correctly. And then the Saints and the Rams. Wow, that could be a pretty interesting Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is going to be the Texans against the Saints. Could happen in real life. The Texans are playing really well, and of course the Saints are like the best team in the NFL at this point. It's gonna breeze through the Pro Bowl though. Tom Brady is in it. Le'Veon Bell, the first running back. I think I'm just gonna go over the first player at each position. Roosevelt Nix, D.D. Westbrook, Tyler Boyd's in there too. A couple cool guys. Anyone from our team? Keenan Allen I saw. I didn't actually really look. Okay, so Melvin Gordon's in there. So is Phillip Rivers. I kind of forgot to look for my team. So let me try to do that from now on. None of our tight ends are there. Hunter Henry didn't make it. Left tackle, no. Left guard, Ramon Foster. All right. Rodney Hudson, David DeCastro. Of course, Mike Pouncey makes it. He actually goes up to an 86. Maybe I should have kept him. He actually seems like he's not that bad to have. Marcus Gilbert, starting right tackle. J.J. Watt, Myles Garrett. Lawrence Guy makes it at defensive tackle. Sheldon Rankins, though, makes it from our team. Darius Leonard, up to an 87 overall. Darren Lee is the first middle linebacker. That's pretty cool. Justin Houston. Joe Hayden, of course, the first corner. Malik Hooker, Morgan Burnett's in there, of course. Justin Tucker. Wait, hold on. Morgan Burnett was the number 2 ranked player for Defensive Player of the Year, but he's not even the first strong safety who made it. Interesting take there. Justin Tucker, Shane Leckler. Austin Eckler makes it from our team, though, and Buck Allen makes it, too. I have just under $26 million to spend in this free agency period. Let's see who's here. Anyone worth noting? Doesn't really look like it. Considering Terrell Suggs is the top guy. He's not bad by any means, but he's only an 83 overall. I do need a new punter, though. We let our guy go, so I'll sign one of these dudes. Let me see. Is Antonio Gates still playing? If he is, I'll give him a contract. I'm totally for signing him back to the team. I just didn't want to give him a contract if he wasn't going to play. He's still here. I'm going to give him a contract for sure. Let's try to get him as our backup tight end. Why not, right? And then I'll go after one of these punters. We got Antonio Gates, so we didn't hear back from a punter yet, but at least we have a backup tight end again. Oh my gosh, this quarterback ran a 4.53. Lucas Anand. Jeez. If this guy's chilling in like the second round, I'll take him. Like if he randomly slips all the way down to the late second round, I will take this guy. But he's not going to start even if I do draft him, but still, that's actually pretty crazy. He's a 7.0 combine grade. I'm trading up in this draft to acquire the 4th overall pick. I pretty much do this in every rebuild because I can never get like that great of a first round draft pick, I swear. But I'm giving the Raiders the 31st overall pick, a 3rd round draft pick, and this Jones guy for the 4th overall pick. And here I think I'm going to be selecting a wide receiver. Even though we don't really need one, this guy looks way too good to pass up. He's right here, Mac Hale. 7.9 combine grade, 6'4". I was kind of worried that the Raiders would select him. There's also this guy who looks pretty good. The Raiders could have potentially went after Dalton Esposito. Alright, but Mac Hale, Let's get him onto the team. 21 years old, 6'4", looks tremendous. 81 overall, quick development. Ranked third, we took him at number 4. 93 speed is insane, considering he's 6'4". Really bad deep route running, but that's fine. Really great at everything else, though. I think I might have this guy play the slot. Since Mike Williams played so well there last season, Williams actually didn't get that many experience points. He only got 1, which is kind of insane. If Hale can have that kind of season, he should get way more than 1. I want a defensive tackle in this draft, but I don't really like the first-round talent. Roby Coleman. It's kind of just Nickel Roby Coleman's last name split apart. I'm not sure if it's spelled the same way, though. But Harvey Merriman looks like the better of the two, I think. So I'm not going to be selecting a defensive tackle yet. I could go linebacker here. Decent-looking middle linebackers. This Ross Burbank guy looks pretty good. Decently fast, good coverage as well. I could move him outside. I would want a linebacker to play outside linebacker. There's also this guy, Marquez Garcon. He's not that fast. He's actually really slow, but he's good at some other stuff there. What's this scheme fit for left outside linebacker? It's going to be run stopper, and he is a run stopper. Do I need a left? I can't tell. I don't think I need a left. I think that's where Jatavis Brown is playing. Whatever. Regardless, I think I'm going with an offensive lineman. It's going to be Bryant Pruce. So he's not even the first offensive lineman here. That's actually this guy, who looks really good, by the way. Not that strong, though. Bryant Pruce has 40 reps on the bench press. He's also pretty fast, and he has a good 3-cone. I'm going to go with him, even though he's late first rounder. 80 overall quick development. That was a great pick. 24 years old isn't phenomenal, but 95 strength is. 89 impact block, 84 run block. Really, really nice looking player. With this pick here, I think I'm going to be selecting an outside linebacker. I feel like that would be smart, so let's go try to do that. Sherrod Noble or Marquez Garcon. So this guy's really slow, but he looks like he could be pretty good, even though he is very slow. This guy's faster. He's much faster. I think this guy's going to be better. Sherrod Noble, let's go with him. 76 overall isn't great, but he does have star development, which is huge. 88 speed, 77 zone coverage. Okay, this guy's not bad by any means. This quarterback is still here. Lucas Anand. Supposed to go in the mid-first round. I'm not going to select him now. I said if he was there in the second round, I would select him. So I could go with this middle linebacker, Martin Stark. He looks decent too, but I kind of want that guy we just drafted to start. Harvey Merriman might have to be my selection. I feel like he'll get selected if I wait. He's supposed to go in the mid-third round. I have a late second, so he shouldn't get selected in theory. So I don't think I am going to select him. Let's go with Martin Stark here. He looks pretty good. 74 with normal. Yeah, he's not that good. That really wasn't a good draft pick. I guess he can be my backup middle linebacker, though, so he'll still, at least contribute a little bit to the overall. Because I'm pretty sure he would actually impact some stuff overall-wise. But with this pick, Patrick Robertson, okay, pretty decent-looking cornerback. Is that cornerback still there? Oh my gosh, he is. But I actually need a defensive tackle, so I don't even know if I can select him. That defensive tackle was selected. I knew I should have taken him, even though he's supposed to go in the mid-third round. Players get selected so early. That sucks. I'm going to have to trade for a defensive tackle. Not really that big of a deal. So at least now I can select Lucas Anand. How did this guy stay, but that defensive tackle didn't? 6'4", running a 4.53 is absurd. He's an 80 overall with star development. Oh my. 88 throw power is not that great. 74 deep accuracy is really bad, but 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 92 agility. Holy crap. That guy's an athlete. That was a pretty decent draft for me. I kind of missed on the middle linebacker for sure. Wow, the computer drafted me this guy. Lane Morrow, he's a 75 overall. He's not too bad looking. Can't really block anything too well, but he's very strong. 75 overall is not a bad pick in the 5th round. But let's go to the NFL and see who had the highest rated player. There's a really good looking safety. I think he might be the highest. He's going to be Blair Sabri. He looked insane. 92 speed, 82 zone, 83 man, 86 acceleration. Really, really nice looking safety for the Panthers there. Fanau Ford in the 2nd round, 82 overall quick development. Does it say 5'9"? Okay, and he has 86 speed. Interesting looking player. Good, really good carrying though. Mac Hale, that's our guy. Derek Haywood, good looking pass protecting right tackle. Not bad at all. Let me find that defensive tackle quick, and I'll see you guys after I find him. Here's Harvey Merriman. He's a 76 overall. Normal development. Okay, so I'm not too pissed off that we didn't get him. Why did he go to the Eagles? Really? Do the Eagles really need more defensive lineman depth? 88 strength is pretty good. 84 block shed. 78 power moves. He wasn't even the best defensive tackle that I could have selected. Darryl Fletcher looks a little better. 77 overall. Didn't even really scout that guy all the way through. Kevin Bartram looks pretty alright. Who was the first round defensive tackle? Was it this guy? No, I don't think that was his name. He looks nice, though. Star development? Alright, that's a pretty good looking pick. He was at the first overall pick. Okay, let me find the other defensive tackle, because I really wanted one. And I don't know when he went, so let's just check out the first round and see if we can find this guy. So there's that one defensive tackle there. I forgot this guy's name. I probably already clicked on him. It was Roby Coleman. I remember his name now. He's only a 75. A good thing I didn't select him. He's really not good. I think this is going to be the only trade I make this season. I'm giving the Texans Morrow, who was that one rookie the computer drafted for me, along with a first and a fourth round draft pick for DJ Reader. I'm going to move him to defensive tackle, I think, because he fits a lot better there than he does at D-end for this team. And also, there's no need for a D-end on this team. This is going to be the team for the second season. Regression is hitting this team a little bit. Phillip Rivers down to an 89 overall. But there are still players who are going up in overall. Melvin Gordon, Keenan Allen is another one of them. Hale should be a very good wide receiver at the end of this season. I think Ryan Kelly went up a little bit. We also have Pruce starting at right guard. Bryant Pruce, who's another rookie. Hunter Henry went up as well. On the defense, we just got better with the addition of DJ Reader playing the number 1 D tackle spot. The secondary is still insane. Linebackers, I think, got a little better with Noble now. Sherrod Noble, star developing, 76 overall rookie. He should play there. Play well there is what I meant to say. Special teams, we have Pat O'Donnell. I don't think I talked about this when I actually got him, but I signed him in free agency. And then on the specialist side, I'm going to have Noble be the starting sub linebacker. I'm pretty sure Bobby Wagner will still get a ton of playing time as the number 2, and he's also the starting middle linebacker, so I don't think that's really going to cut into like his snaps that much, but Noble, I want him to get as much playing time as possible. Hale is going to be the slot wide receiver, Melvin Gordon third down, and power halfback Trevor Williams slot wide receiver. Slot cornerback, my bad. I think this team can easily make it back to the playoffs. Hopefully we have a better start than 2-5 though, because that's what we started last season. Let's see what the record's all about at midseason this time. 5-2, so it's the polar opposite. I hope we don't end how we began last season. If you think about it that way, we are starting off how we ended last year, and I hope that doesn't continue. That trend doesn't continue. We are on top of the division. The Chiefs and the Raiders are both 4-4. The Broncos are 3-5. 1 experience point on offense. That's it for Hale. Okay. On the defense, though, Derwin James has 2. I figured he'd lead the team. No one else has more than 1, though. I'm surprised Noble doesn't have that much. I hope he's playing a lot. Bobby Wagner has to come back to the team. I hope we have a lot of money because he's going to be expensive. We also have DJ Reader. That's probably why he was easy to trade for. He wasn't that easy to trade for. I had to give up a first-round draft pick for him. Melvin Gordon, Joey Bosa. Oh, Phillip Rivers needs a contract. Hunter Henry, Austin Eckler, Sheldon Rankins, Austin Blythe, Ryan Kelly, Corey Lindsley, Jatavis Brown. Holy crap. We have a lot of starters. Okay, so we have $85 million. I can bring back most of these people. I might just franchise tag Phillip Rivers. I'm not sure if that would be any cheaper, though. So Bobby Wagner, let's get him back. I'm not going to talk through all these. I'll just try to re-sign all these players, and I'll let you know who I'm able to get back. I re-signed everybody who I, was able to at this point. The only other player I'd want to bring back would be Jatavis Brown, because he's actually starting. Everyone else I'll let go. But, I brought back Phillip Rivers, but I really undercut what he wanted. I forgot exactly what his initial contract was. I bumped up the years by 1, so he only wanted a 1-year deal. I gave him a 2-year deal, and I moved down the salary and the signing bonus each by $5 million, and somehow he accepted. I honestly was just doing that so he would try to test out free agency right away, and then I can franchise tag him at the end of the season. But I didn't even need to, so that's fine. We have Phillip Rivers for at least 2 more seasons. Maybe if he goes down a bunch next year, I can actually start this and end guy. That'd be pretty funny. But let's go to the end of this season, where we should be in the playoffs again if everything goes well. We are 11-5 this season. We made the playoffs. We have to take on the 10-6 Ravens. Chiefs are 7-9. The Raiders and the Broncos are both 5-11. So a better season than last year. Makes sense. We have a better team. We were 3-1 in the preseason. Won the opening game against the Raiders. Lost to the Jaguars. Beat the Patriots. Lost to the Texans. Won 3 in a row. Lost to the Colts. and then won a whole lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, then lost the last 2. Looks like we're putting up, decent point numbers the entire season. Todd Gurley wins MVP. So let me check out the stats, though. Phillip Rivers, another really good season. 4,250 yards, 38 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That's definitely good enough to start again next year. Melvin Gordon, that is a great season. But Austin Eckler, what the heck? 15 touchdowns as a backup. Melvin Gordon nearing in on 1,500 yards, 7 touchdowns. I feel like those touchdown numbers should be switched. I don't know. Receiving, the only player to get over 1,000 was Keenan Allen, but the rookie got 13 touchdowns. Playing pretty much, just as well as Mike Williams. I'm okay with that. Tyrell Williams actually had a good season this year, too. Blocking, how is this? Not too bad. Again, Ryan Kelly isn't actually a left tackle, so it's okay that he's letting up 11. Not bad at all. 113 tackles from Sherrod Noble. Only 1 interception. Maybe that's enough for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I really hope so. 103 tackles for Bobby Wagner. 14 tackles for loss for Sheldon Rankins. 12 from Melvin Ingram. 11 from Joey Bosa. 10 from Darius Philon. Why did you play so much? DJ Reader had 14 tackles. Maybe the backup rush D tackle plays a lot too. Maybe that's where Darius Philon was playing. Oh, he had a good season. That sucks a little bit, but we kind of wasted DJ Reader there for a season. 10 sacks for Melvin Ingram, 9.5 from Joey Bosa. Not bad at all. 2 interceptions for Bobby Wagner, Casey Hayward, and Derwin James. 1 from Sherrod Noble, Trevor Williams, and Jatavis Brown. So not that many interception numbers. Defensive touchdowns, we have none. Safeties, we have 1 from Melvin Ingram. Blocked kicks. We don't have any. I don't know why I said sack numbers. 3rd in the NFL on offense. Really, really high-powered offense here. And then the defense, 23rd. All right. The defense is very good, though. It's better than the offense. I don't know how it's not playing up to par. But Todd Gurley wins MVP. You already saw that. Of course, Blake Bortles is in there. Usually is. Phillip Rivers comes in 10th. Le'Veon Bell wins AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Phillip Rivers makes it. Melvin Gordon makes it. Nice to see. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Miles Jack. Bobby Wagner in there. Number 5. Nobody else from the Chargers. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Mac Hale comes in 2nd. That would have been huge. Fanau Ford. That's another... No, never mind. I thought he was a wide receiver. He's actually a running back. He wins that one. Nobody else from our team. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Our guy comes in 2nd. Russell Richardson. He's an 86 overall. He wins it. That is a heartbreaker. That's so rough. Hopefully, I don't think Mac would have made the Pro Bowl. He didn't have enough yards. He still has 3 experience points. Okay, so that's fine. I'll keep you on the team for sure as the starter. On the defense, though, Noble got 3. I kind of want to keep him just because of his development. Derwin James got 3. Desmond King got 3. All right, so the team's playing kind of well. Let me make sure I change this. Yeah, that makes sense. So Philon was the backup rush D tackle. I never think to look at backups for those. That is my fault. So I will change those, and then I'll spend all these experience points and my coach experience, and then I'll see you, with the overall difference. This is the upgraded team. They are now a 90 overall with nearly a 99 on the defensive side. Hale went up to an 84. Nice to see. He's still going to be the slot wide receiver. I like that very much. On the defense, though, Derwin James, 95 overall. He is insane. Noble, 79 overall. Desmond King, 92. So, the team's looking really, really good. Hopefully we can take down these Ravens. I really hope Lamar Jackson doesn't just destroy us this week. They're in 84. We are in 90. Pretty close overall here. Should make for a pretty close game. Let's see what happens, though. Let's advance the week. Are we in the divisional round? Hopefully we are. We are. We're taking on the Steelers. We won 27-21. That was a pretty close game. Can we take down the Steelers? We can. And we have to take on the Patriots. All right, another close game there against the Steelers. Let's advance the week. Did we beat the Patriots? That would be huge. We did not. We lost 24-14. Let's check out the stats of that game a little bit. I doubt Tom Brady is still their quarterback, so they probably drafted one. I meant to go to team schedule, by the way. Did not mean to go to league. It switches when you get to the postseason, where that is. So let's check out the game. So 324 yards for the Patriots. We actually had more offensive yards than they did. Now Tom Brady is still playing. That's pretty cool. Phillip Rivers, though, 4 interceptions. What are you doing, pal? Rushing. Melvin Gordon, pretty good game. James White struggled a lot, but he did have a touchdown. Sonny Michel got in there for a little bit. Mac Hale had a great game. Tyrell Williams had a touchdown. Melvin Gordon also had a touchdown. It's rough that we lost, but let's check out the Pro Bowl really quickly, because that's the week we are now. The Cowboys are playing the Patriots. All right, I kind of hope... I don't even know who I'd root for in that situation. I don't like the Patriots or the Cowboys. That would be a rough Super Bowl. Phillip Rivers makes it again from our team, so does Melvin Gordon. None of our fullbacks do. Derek Watt, I think, is the only fullback on the team. We actually don't have a wide receiver, but Josh Gordon makes it. That's pretty cool, I guess. ASJ, starting tight end. Pretty nice. Ronnie Stanley. Ryan Kelly makes it at left tackle. That's pretty cool. Anybody else from our team? I don't see anyone. Emmanuel Ogba usually makes it. I should try to trade for him more frequently. He's an 88 overall. That's pretty nice. Wow, Maurice Hurst makes that defensive tackle. That's pretty cool. I'm not seeing anyone else from our team right now. I still don't see anyone else from our team. Yeah, okay, so no one else from our team. I think we only had a couple players in there. But I'll see you guys in the offseason. We still have to bring back Jatavis Brown. Kind of forgot about this one, to be honest. We should have the money for it, though. I really hope we do. Let's see. We don't have much money, but I still think he's worth it. We could really use an outside linebacker still. He's coming back to the team. Nice to see. Derek Watt. I can probably just sign a fullback in free agency. Not too worried about that. Let's see who is going to be here, though. We're not going to have much money, so I doubt we can even really bring in anyone. Let's check. $7.7 million. That's really not much at all. Miles Jack is probably the top free agent. It's actually going to be Gronk. I'm not going to go after him, but it's interesting. Julian Edelman's also here. Miles Jack is here. I'm not going to go after him because I usually do. I don't want to go after him all the time. I'm actually okay with my team right now. I think they're good enough to make it back to the playoffs again next season. I don't even think I'm going to show the draft because I think my first pick is in the 4th round. So I'll advance through the draft. I'll go into the draft, though, and then simulate it so I can at least look at the draft recap. I have no idea who the team selected for me, so let's check out the draft recap. We can see together. First pick was a 73 overall corner. I guess I had a higher draft pick than I thought. Kirk Hamilton. Not too bad looking, to be honest. No one else, really enticing after that. The NFL, though, who is the top-rated player? 84 overall corner. I see that. 98 speed. It's one of these guys. Quick development, too. Wow, 86 man, 84 press, 78 zone. Jesus. A bunch of 81 overall guys, then. Is he the fastest player in the draft? I'm sure he is, right? Yeah, he is. This wide receiver, though. 96 speed. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That corner looks unreal, though. I'm not going to make any trades heading into this last season. I'll spend a couple experience points, though, that I have. I want Mac Hale. Your name's Mac, right? I want you to stay. It is, okay. I want you to stay in the slot, so I'm going to keep you... Actually, I'll put you at the number 2 and keep you in the slot. I think that might get you more targets. I really don't know if that works. I'll spend the experience points that you can see here, like Forrest Lamp, Tyrell Williams. I can spend it there. Should I move Proust to right tackle? I don't really think I have to. Honestly, Forrest Lamp has been playing well. I do need another tight end. There's no way Antonio Gates is still here, right? I didn't bring him back because I figured he was just going to retire. Is he still in free agency? That would be amazing. Wow, Giovanni Bernard and Kenyon Drake are free agents. That's never going to happen. Well, that won't happen at this point in their careers, at least. Here, let me sort by age. No, he's not here anymore. That's so sad. I still need a backup tight end, though. Now we have a backup tight end in Seth DeValve. Not bad. And then on the defense, a couple experience points here as well. Melvin Ingram is an 83. Why does regression hit so hard? I'm still going to keep him. I guess he'll be an 84 after I use that experience point. I hope Noble can have a good sophomore year. Derwin James will likely be a 99 after this one. The team's still really good. Even though regression is hitting a little bit, this team should still be able to make the playoffs pretty easily. At the end of the season here, we made the playoffs and we actually got a first round bye, 11-4-1. But the Chiefs and the Broncos were also 11-4. The Raiders were 2-14, so a pretty strong division aside from the Raiders. The playoff schedule, though, or the team schedule, whatever, you guys know what I mean. 4-0 in the preseason. Beat the Broncos, lost to the Chiefs and the Broncos, and then tied to the Patriots. But then we blew out the Panthers, okay. Won 2 other games after that, lost to the Chiefs, beat the Jaguars, lost to the Dolphins, and then won the last 6. That is a great way to end a season, especially if you're going into the playoffs. Baker Mayfield wins MVP, all right. How did Phillip Rivers play, though? Okay, 4,816 yards. That is a ton of yards. 33 touchdowns, 15 picks. This might be his worst season so far, though, even though he has 4,800 yards. He did throw 15 interceptions and 33 touchdowns. I mean, the touchdowns are all right. The picks are a lot, though. Melvin Gordon, 1,228 yards, 10 touchdowns with only 1 fumble. Austin Eckler got 6 touchdowns. Hale had a really good season, 1,119 yards, 12 touchdowns. Hunter Henry almost got 1,000 yards with 4 touchdowns. Keenan Allen, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Tyrell Williams only got 4. Blocking, pretty good, once again, honestly. Really not too bad from anyone there. 115 tackles from Sherrod Noble, isn't too bad. Bobby Wagner got 94. 10 tackles for loss for Joey Bosa, 8 from DJ Reader, 7 from Sheldon Rankins. 7.5 sacks from Joey Bosa, 7 from DJ Reader. Was really hoping the pass rush would get better, but it really hasn't gotten that good like this entire time. 2 interceptions from Noble actually leads the team, 2 for Casey Hayward, Trevor Williams, and Derwin James, 1 from Kirk Hamilton and Jason Verrett. Any defensive touchdowns? We do not have any safeties, none, any blocked kicks, none. All right, so pretty disappointing there from all those categories. First in the NFL on offense, though, in terms of yards, and third in the NFL on defense. Very good season there. Phillip Rivers comes in at number 4 for the MVP. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Baker Mayfield. Phillip Rivers, though, comes in third. What's his overall now? 93 overall. Jeez. No one else from our team. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Ryan Shazier, but Sherrod Noble comes in third. Maybe he made a Pro Bowl. Who knows? I don't think there's anyone else on our team. Wow, Kendall Fuller's in there. That's cool. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Nobody from our team. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Nobody from our team. Best quarterback goes to Baker Mayfield. Phillip Rivers, though, comes in third. Pretty surprising that he's actually kept his overall pretty high. He's still an 89 overall. Best running back goes to Le'Veon Bell. Melvin Gordon, though, comes in fourth. Best wide receiver, Tyler Boyd. That's pretty cool. Matt Hale, though, comes in fourth. Keenan Allen comes in fifth. Best offensive lineman, David DeCastro wins that one. Austin Blythe, though, comes in sixth. Corey Linsley and Ryan Kelly round off the list. Best D lineman, Myles Garrett. Joey Bosa and DJ Reader both make it. I didn't really think they played that well, but that's alright, I'll take it. Best linebacker, Preston Brown. Sherrod Noble, though, comes in fifth. 2 Jets players right there. Best defensive back goes to Kendall Fuller. Anybody from the Chargers? I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't see anyone. Giorgio Tavecchio wins best kicker. Our kicker is not in there. That's okay, though. Let's see what the experience points are looking like. Our wide receiver should have a bunch, I think. He has 6. Yeah, he has a lot. He's going to be very good. That was a great selection then. And then on the defense, 2 for Derwin James. He's actually going to be a 98. Pretty sad. Sherrod Noble, though, gets 5. This team's going to be really, really good. The team is now in 93 overall with a perfect 99 overall defense. Obviously, it's not actually perfect, but Hale went up to a 92 with some confidence. Looking really nice there. Then on the defensive side, Noble, 86 overall, probably the biggest upgrade on the defense. 88 speed, still 85 zone coverage too. He's really, really good. He'd be fun to use her. But let's see who we have to take on in the divisional round. It's going to be the 9-7 Dolphins. They played pretty well this season after drafting that corner. Let's see though. What is their overall? They're an 82. We're here at 93. We have an 11-point advantage. We should easily be able to take this game. Let's see if we can though. These are the ones we lose. No, we actually won. We have to take on the Steelers. Let's go to the Pro Bowl. Did we beat the Steelers? Can we actually make it to the Super Bowl? We did, 42-20. What a blowout. Let's take a quick break, though, to check out the Pro Bowl. Phillip Rivers is the number 1 quarterback. Pretty nice. Melvin Gordon didn't make it. For wide receiver, though, Matt Hale makes it as the 4th. That's pretty cool. Keenan Allen makes it in there, too, as the number 6 guy. Ryan Kelly, one of the left tackles. Not bad at all. Anybody else from our team? Who's Haywood? He looks pretty good. I'm not seeing anyone else. DJ Reader makes it, though, actually. There we go. Noble makes it at right outside linebacker. I don't think we'll have a corner in there. Look at the free safeties. Pretty poor for the AFC, to be honest. And then I don't see anyone else from our team. But still, we had a couple guys in there. Not bad at all. I'll show you guys really quickly, though, that I did not force any of these wins in the playoffs. This team is really good, so, I mean, it makes sense that they're winning. So we won 27-7 against the Dolphins, and then 42-20. We are destroying teams right now. Let's see if we can take down the Cowboys, who actually made back-to-back Super Bowls. I'm not sure if they won last year, but let's see if we can beat them. That would be really cool if we can actually end this one with the Super Bowl. Making the playoffs 3 years in a row, and then, ending it with the Super Bowl would be ideal. Obviously, I would have wanted to win a Super Bowl earlier, but that's all right. We're the same overall as the Cowboys. Okay, they have a really good team right now. This is going to be a rough game. This has been a battle of offenses right now. It's 31-28. We cannot stop the Cowboys, though. 34-28, we really needed a score there. Okay, it's 35-34. We have the lead, but they made a field goal to end it. Oh my gosh, what a Super Bowl, though. 37-34, I think that said. That was an extremely close game. Or 30, no, it wasn't that, was it? I think it was 35-34. Something, I don't know. I don't know exactly, actually. It was a really close Super Bowl, though. The Cowboys have a stacked team right now. If they won it last year, then they won it 2 years in a row. But still, this was a successful rebuild. We couldn't win the big game, but it's all good. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.